All right. We all live. We're going live right now. Welcome to another episode of the B-Side Podcast. Yours truly, the host of the podcast, Rob Bobby Sellers. And then we got you guys, my hoop guys in here. You know they are. You know, they're the normal residents. We can't even put a title on it. It's the hoop fellas. We got my man C Nice and my man DP. What's up, fellas? What's good?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, man. Trying to get it in, you know. For you guys that don't even know, it's kind of chilly out here on the West Coast.
Cold. Man, this ain't nothing, man. This ain't nothing. Cold weather place.
Hey.
We are.
But we're not expected to see this type of weather in Cali.
It can happen at any
we
time.
We can't be having snow in paradise. Sorry.
Global warming, bro. Real. Global warming is real. Yeah. This is how it's going to be from here on out, the way I look at it.
Hey, we'll see how it is. But right now it's a little chilly for some of us out here, you know. Other areas we were just debating. There's an area called Fontana, California. They say that's not in California, but anyhow.
It's not California.
Snow touched down there. We've seen the flood.
Rancho Cucamonga, too.
See? It's everywhere. It's cold. But anyway, we get through it. No problem. Throw on some heat. Stay dry. You'll be all right. Just stay out the way. Chill. But anyhow, man, what's been up with y'all, man? What's been heavy on you guys' mind this week? We're going to start it off like that. Dang. Something just fresh, heavy on the mind you've been thinking right now. And we get into some topics, but, you know, just
this rain and cabin fever.
Saying we have flashbacks when we on lockdown?
Cabin fever.
We have flashbacks a little bit? Is that what you're saying?
Come on, man. They say they don't supposed to rain in Southern California.
I don't know where y'all been at. It's been raining.
It has been lately, but it don't rain.
Man, it's been raining.
Hey, we need it, though. We need it. We was in serious drought. We need it.
We still are.
I know, exactly. It's helping, though.
There's just a lot of people that can't drive in the rain. I'll tell you that about people in California. Now, that is true.
In the sunshine.
But we need it.
And that's because cats got bad tires. Check your treads.
No, but that's true. You got bad tires. You don't know it's raining. You can't roll like that. You got to
slide all over the place. You know, it's all kind of accidents out of the center of Nevada. Bam! Nope.
Hydroplane is a real thing.
So do insurance companies, do they root for the bad weather?
No, you know they don't want to pay out Nathan.
Yeah, they
they try to give you nothing.
Nope. That's the biggest scam in American history.
Is it a setup? Is it a setup?
Yeah. Insurance is the biggest setup in American history.
Insurance is either number one or number two gross income in all the businesses. Yeah. They either one or two.
History of America, dude.
In the world.
In case some shit happened.
Insurance. Rip off.
Because it's like, shouldn't you get, if you have a policy, you've been going by the rules, no accidents, no anything, you've been paying into your insurance. At some point, should you get a return on something?
Give me my junk back.
Should you get a return on something? Because they're using that money, right? I mean, what?
Yeah, they got to be doing it.
State Farm, for instance, State Farm, aren't they like aren't they on the ticker? Meaning, don't they have a stock symbol?
They do.
Yeah. So how are they making these transactions? Our money, the policyholders.
Man, do health insurance, liability, property insurance.
Sometimes you never use. Sometimes you will never use.
Most people never use it. It's the biggest what-if scam in the world.
Ponzi schemes right up under. Still alive and living.
Pretty much.
The Ponzi schemes.
And then don't get another car. Don't go buy a new car. They waiting on you. They waiting on you. You know what I mean? Man.
How can we get in? What are we doing wrong? I mean, because we did. What are we doing wrong? I mean, they taking our money and flipping it, and then be like, No coverage for that. Wait a minute here.
But you know the foul thing about like homeowners insurance, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, homeowner insurance got so many loopholes in it. It could be raining. It could be raining.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and water comes in from the rain, from the ground, and they're like, nope, you ain't got no flood insurance.
It can't be crazy, dude. The whole thing is crazy.
You can't. So certain people in the other states where they had earthquakes, they never had no earthquake ever in their life, that they don't even offer earthquake insurance.
We don't cover that.
We don't
all of a sudden.
That don't never happen here. You're like, wait a minute, I'm paying for something and I got no coverage.
Cold game, man. It's
like I said, dude. That
they have to be writing policies and legislation. Who do they have their hands in?
Attorneys, man.
Who's getting these policies?
But a lot of these
let them get away with it.
A lot of these fine print and insurance.
A lot of these things with insurance, it's not even coming up, dude. They sweeping under the rug like everybody's just supposed to be like. It doesn't come up. If I live in a home and I have homeowners insurance, and a natural disaster happens where a rain, flood, or something happens, they're like, hey, that's not in the policy. It's like, dude, it's homeowners insurance. Why does it go down to that's not in the policy? But nobody says shit.
It ain't in the right. It ain't in the policy.
But a lot of times it's not even offered.
Well, even if it is, who wants to pay an extra, $8,000 a year for earthquake insurance? And you live in
earthquakes in that area.
And you live in Idaho.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, how about let's just call it insurance? How about that? You know what I mean? It's insurance. You know what I mean?
What about the people? Crazy. What about the people who had the spill?
That's what I was going to bring up.
In Ohio.
Palestine. Yes.
What kind of policy you get for that?
Exactly.
Toxic waste.
Hey, yo, you just took that topic straight. What I was thinking, man, because I was hitting it with like, who's covering all that? Who's handling that disaster?
Yeah.
Who's handling that disaster?
Because nobody getting paid out.
I think that's what FEMA's supposed to come in on that. You know what I mean? And they supposed to.
They got money in FEMA now.
They always have.
FEMA's always around, but
money is
they shiesty with it too.
People don't get it.
It's federal money.
Yeah.
The same money that we give to Ukraine is the same money that we give.
First to the people that need it is the question.
This happened.
No,
that's the question.
This happened when February 3rd went down like February 3rd, and they're still trying to sort things out.
Like I said, is it going to be dispersed to the people that really need it?
It's too late. Them fools already got like a second leg growing out their butt right about now. You know what I'm saying? It's too late.
And then exposed. Then how can you get away with it? Well, we know how. But you have, as far as the railroad company, right? You have technology now, man, where put the drones down and see how them tracks are. Right? You can get ahead of the game on this, right? I mean,
Bob, not you, man. You want AI to take away human work?
Stop it.
Whoa.
Yes. Wait a minute. Somebody has to work and operate those machines.
Not necessarily, because they work off GPS. You can just have them point over there and they just go there.
No, but somebody has to work the controls.
Ain't no control. You give it a route, dude. It go there, come right back.
Oh, I mean, yes. I mean, hey, that's a job. You have to program it. That's a job. Still a job. But I get what you're saying, Dave. But yes,
you taking miles. You taking money out of.
They're already doing it. Oh, here we go. People have to get on the ground to do the job. I mean, so there's work there. However, like you were saying, right? Sometimes you have to trim the fat, right? Sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
That's what all these layoffs is about. Trimming the fat.
Come on. Exactly. And you have to, I mean, especially the train companies, it's like, why do we not have advanced trains? They could be replaced.
What do you mean by advanced trains? What you trying to get?
So
we got all those locomotives.
Bullet trains. Electrical bullet trains.
It's supposed to be
We have to get these. We got to get these non-drivers off the street. Basically, all I'm saying is we have to upgrade.
You try to take away from another human conductor, train conductor.
No.
And now you try to put it in the hands of artificial intelligence. Bob, I'm scratching, bro.
No.
Where you at now, man? It's kind of progressive to me.
There's so many areas that you could add on to the. For instance, the train game, or the train industry, whatever the case may be. That industry, there's so much technology now where it's part of the transportation network. There's no way avoiding it.
Them fools don't want to spend that money. They making money hand over fist. Them trains already paid for. When have you seen a new locomotive on tracks?
Exactly. It makes no sense. You would get more product. If it would be more efficient, you would get more product, right? No, you wouldn't get more product with efficiency. No.
Same
it's already
tracks.
there's just upgrading it.
Same tracks.
Yeah, but you're just upgrading it.
Same tracks. And just think about the insurance that they have on each one of those containers.
Hey, I was listening.
How much money did they make off of that spill?
It's crazy. They got we don't even know. They got different levels of, I would say, container.
Look, man, my girl,
material.
She's a licensed insurance agent. She's licensed. And when she went to school, one man told her that it's best to get in the freight insurance. You're insured like freight ships. Mm-hmm. You talking agents can make close to almost $200,000-$300,000 easy, just off insurance.
Yes. All I'm saying was, did you see any of the pictures of the tracks?
Dude, mangled. Ain't nothing getting through there.
Like, wait a minute here.
They got put down a whole new track.
This is a setup. This is a setup.
Ain't nothing getting through there, man.
So it's part of the infrastructure that got to be rebuilt.
How does a trail derailment take the tracks off? We ain't never seen that one before. That's new. And then they blame it on the brakes. Did they say that they kind of, overlook some of the safety, on the brakes, and that's kind of how it derailed? Ain't no tracks. Ain't nan track.
How long have these tracks been around? For years.
Years.
So why is this all of a sudden?
The first immigrants from Asia probably put those things down. That's how long them things are.
They lasted that long until now.
No upgrades at all.
That's just facts, dude. You know what I mean? Crazy. Chain Gang probably did some of that. You know what I'm saying? Through there.
No chance for the bullet train to get up in there.
Bullet train wouldn't use the tracks. The bullet train is supposed to be a magnetic train.
It's just going to be interesting if Crump takes this case. If he takes this case, this dude
was black people involved?
It doesn't even matter.
Was black.
Shout out to Ben, man. Ben on his gig. You know what I mean? He doing his gig.
I need to know if any black people is affected.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, probably not. But Ben Crump is out there. Any type of civil cases, he's there. That's all I'm saying.
There. Shout out to him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got another network plug and boom, he's taking over. If he takes over this case, I'll be like, this dude is a superhero. He just signed a Marvel contract.
And big up to Ben Crump. He's got his own law school now named after him. Big up Ben Crump.
Take the case. You like, you know what? I'm gonna take that case. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
money
shout
driven.
out.
I'm not saying anything about Ben. I like what he's doing.
Yeah,
but it was hard for me. It's gonna take me a long time to watch this documentary on Netflix. It'll take me a long time.
Is he gonna be talking on the documentary, or is it just gonna be about Ben? I just want to know, because if Ben gonna be talking, it's gonna be a long documentary.
My point.
I like Ben, but I don't want to hear Ben talking too.
Because I'm amazed. I'm amazed, man. Like, yo, everybody really does have a chance at anything that you go after. Because I'm sitting here like, this. If you close your eyes and listen to Ben, you're like, there's no way this is the same guy.
Listen,
And I'm witnessing. There's no way. If you close your eyes and listen to him talk, there's no way.
It's not how you say it, it's what you say.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. When you say everybody got a chance,
you're working on the comedy act. That's the comedy. You're working on the line. You're working on the line.
When you say everybody got a
back
chance,
there writing and shit. Okay, you got a writing file of. Okay, Dave, I see this.
When you say everybody got a chance, Jay-Z is married to Beyonce. Everybody got a chance. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? so everybody got a chance if you really break it down to the lowest compound. Everybody got a chance. Everybody got a chance. That's for all the young.
I wasn't even going that low, Chief.
I know, but when in the entertainment field you see like where two beautiful people are actually with each other.
That's two?
Now, I mean, I said, when do you see it? That's all I'm saying. When do you see it?
I'm not even going in this.
When do you see it?
I'm not even going in this conversation.
You know what?
Wait a minute.
Listen, I can say, it's kind of like in high school. Like,
wait a minute.
Oh man, this cat, you know what I mean?
I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm just saying.
I like, hey man, everybody got.
Name a couple. You like, you know what? I can see how they bet.
You see Michael Blackson's wife, right?
Married? Michael Blackson married?
I'm not even going
Michael
in this
Blackson
conversation.
He ain't married. See that?
A couple bad ones. I'm just saying.
Hey, where they from? Ghana? You got. You know
they Southeast Asia.
Yeah, practicing polygamous, right?
Hey, Southeast Asia.
No.
Yeah, Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
Not just Asia.
They throwing up. He got girls throwing up sets. I mean, it just not Asia. Southeast. Where is Southeast Asia? Where?
Pull up the map. Pull up the map. These not podcasts. We
Southeast. He said Southeast Asia. I just Asia.
Pull it up. Pull it
up. South by Southwest. You know what I mean? Got the latitude 87. You know what I mean? 0.2 longitude.
Michael Black. That's all I would say. Michael Black.
Okay.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean? Woo. You know what I mean? Hey.
Asiatic black man.
Hey. Anything.
I wasn't even going after my man's looks or anything like that. I was just saying.
I know. I'm just saying. When have you seen it though? Name a couple where you be like, you know what? I see how they did it. Hey, you can't. Can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that was.
No, I'm gonna give you a couple.
Oh damn. Huh? What? What's up?
Danny DeVito and his wife. They supposed to be together. Them two people, they supposed to be together.
I said beautiful.
Hey, I'm just them two people supposed to be together though.
Are they about the same size? They about the same size?
Yes, they are.
Oh yeah. They supposed to be together.
For all the viewers out there, pull up Danny DeVito and his wife. You see what I'm talking about.
Oh shit. Well, you know how we keep it moving here over here at the B-Side Podcast. No doubt. Let me reintroduce our guest on the show, my man C Nice DP. Y'all know him. They always on here. Residency's my hoop guys. And speaking of hoop, NBA just needs to cancel the All-Star game. It's at the level of the NFL All-Star game. It's almost that level. Probably worse.
Only show the fourth quarter. If that. Don't even show anything else.
Well, I'm going to put it this way. It was a huge spin on equality.
What? Wait.
White boy won a slam dunk contest.
In Black History Month.
Black dude won a 3-point contest.
I need to have something funny. We need to go. We need to put up a screen and come back. If I had sponsors, I would go to commercial break right now.
I'm just saying, man. Everybody be talking about equality and all that. You know what I mean? This is equality, like right now. Get it? Mac McClung won the slam dunk contest. Dame Lillard won the 3-point contest. In our era, We probably saw Brett Berry win it.
Didn't
Brett Berry win it?
No.
Tom Chambers was out there doing his thing.
But he didn't win it.
No.
Didn't win it. Didn't win it.
Yeah, but I mean, let's put some respect on Matt McClung's name.
I didn't even say anything. He just said
No,
I didn't say anything.
No, I mean, like for real, on the real hooping shit, on the real hooping stuff, Matt McClung been doing this since high school. So anybody that's know about Matt McClung been putting it down since then. Everything he did, he been doing.
Why ain't your boy like him?
Who?
Patrick
who?
Ewing. He went to Georgetown and he transferred to Texas Tech.
No, the only reason he transferred is because remember all them cats got in trouble. That's why he transferred. That's why he transferred.
Patrick Ewing is in Georgetown Purgatory. I don't know how that man keeps his job over there. That fool lost 20. He lost 24 straight games.
They only had 4 coaches ever. They only got 4 coaches ever. You ain't going nowhere when you coach over there.
But there's some names.
Wait, hold up. You know what I mean?
Some names coming out.
The son didn't stay there that long.
Yes, he did. Yes,
he wasn't there that long. He wasn't there that long.
He got 10 years. The son got 10 years.
He
got 10 years. Yes, he did. He got 10 years.
He was there for a while. But some big names. Some names talking about it.
They don't let you go.
Maybe Rick Pitino.
It's an academic university. They really don't care about what happens in their sports. So they ain't nobody going nowhere.
I think they care about basketball.
The Big East ain't the Big East. They still in the Big East. You know what I mean? So the Big East ain't doing nothing. Yeah, they still in the Big East.
Wow.
Big East is St. John, Georgetown.
USA.
No, they still Big East, still hooping.
But no question, after what you were saying, Dave, Ewing is definitely on the hot seat. There's some big names.
He's not going nowhere.
There's some big names coming. There's some big names.
We're not talking about him going nowhere. We're only talking about his losses. See, I mean that man is. We call it purgatory because he's not getting no recruits, and he ain't winning.
Recruits. The dude, he gets recruits. The big men are legitimate men that he gets. They just
came up out of there. See. A recruit is somebody that's highly touted.
The guy from
highly recruited.
The guy from Miami. He's like the Egyptian dude or whatever the hell his name is. He was a highly recruited dude.
The guy from Miami. Look at
what's the issue? What you guys think the issue might be? What do you think the issue might be? He's not a good recruiter. He's not a good fundraiser. I mean, what's he ain't got the staff? What is it?
The issue with Patrick Ewing is 2 things. One thing put him back is when all them dudes got in trouble with that case. That's why Matt McClung left, because the whole starting team got in trouble with a case. That's one. Second thing, he's looking for the big man always. So he does get a good big man, a highly touted big man, but basketball ain't about big men no more. So
don't he got Mutombo's son over there? He got Mutombo's son over there.
Like I said,
recruiting's the issue. You're saying
he was a 5-star, 4-star.
Yeah,
he was a 5-star, 4-star though.
So the recruiting's the issue.
He was a 5-star, 4-star recruit. So basketball ain't about that.
So they're not getting good recruits in then.
Yeah,
he's got a 5-star or 4-star center.
That's just one player.
Basketball is no longer about that.
The Big East sucks, regardless of which. We're just saying
in college basketball.
We're talking about the schools and Patrick Ewing's record on how they're not winning any games.
I'm just saying this about Ewing. He's not
going to talk about the game. We ain't talking about Ewing. We're just saying they're not winning.
They're not winning.
I agree. But like I said, he keeps thinking that it's Georgetown of when he was playing. Ewing with
regardless.
Well, that's not progressive. Then, if that's the case, he shouldn't be a coach if he's thinking that way.
Yeah, so it has to be somewhere in the staff. It has to be somebody on the staff. If you're not getting recruits, it's who's out there not getting it done. You got recruiters out there. You got coaches to go scout.
You got NIL deals.
Yeah.
Regardless of which, there's a lot of motivating factors to get players to come and play.
You're in Tennessee.
I want to say this. I'm gonna put this out on the B-Side Podcast 137. it don't matter what we say. Patrick Ewing ain't going nowhere.
We ain't saying he going anywhere now.
Well,
We just saying, man,
He on the hot seat though.
We talk about the problem of why they can't
don't
win.
care over there. I'm just saying they don't care over there at Georgetown. They don't care.
What's the coach name? That was the coach of Arizona State last year, the black dude. They just let him go.
Herm Edwards.
Herm Edwards. You play to win the game. You know what I'm saying? You play to win the game.
That statement was in the pros.
You play to win the game.
That statement was
Nobody just plays just to play. See, nice.
I'm not saying he's there not to win the game. All I'm saying is traditionally, if you watch Georgetown basketball and you recognize what the program has been about for the last 50 years, it ain't about winning. They want that. They just want their team to get a big man, and whatever they do, they do. They don't care. They don't care. He's still thinking about getting the number 1 or number 2 big man, and they just play games. They don't care about winning.
People care about winning. See, number one.
Well, I guarantee you, he'll be the coach come next season.
But I'm pretty sure he cares.
I'm putting on the podcast right now. We're going to run the tape back. He will be the coach next season. And how many games they lost? 25, 30, 40 in a row? They ain't won no game.
So how long? So, okay. So you're saying that if it doesn't matter. So how long you think they're going to give him? I mean, what, he's going to ride out the contract?
He get 10 years the same as you.
He's going to ride out the contract.
What's the last coach name again?
It was his son.
Yeah, I know. What?
John Thompson Jr.
John Thompson. Yeah, John Thompson Jr.
Junior or Junior.
John Thompson Sr. is rolling over his grave listening to you on the B-Side podcast. You know, because one thing
John Thompson Sr. is rolling over. I'm just giving you the truth of Georgetown basketball. They don't care. It's about they only got 4 coaches.
Reggie Williams is rolling over in his bed right now.
That's funny.
David Wingate.
What's Alonzo Mourning saying? Can we get a critique? Anybody got any words?
They're happy.
Maybe my man have said about the program right now.
It's like you guys never watched Georgetown. They don't care. They care about, hey, my son gonna go to school there. Cool, we got him. They don't care about the winning at Georgetown. They don't. John Thompson Sr. is no longer there. It's about, hey, tradition. It's about family. It's about who they bring in, and they look for the big man. That's it.
But they have been winning during their program since the father Thompson. They've been winning. They've been winning.
Who won?
What do you mean who won? They haven't had no records like Patrick Ewing is all I'm saying. When is John Thompson Jr.? When did John Thompson Jr. have a bad record like this?
Othello Harrington was there. They won. Let's keep it real. Othello Harrington was over there winning.
Who was?
Othello Harrington.
That sounds like an Apple phone, right? Is that an Apple phone?
Yeah. So you don't know how to run this phone. You just hit decline, the red button. Or you just go off the air. One of the two.
Yeah, one or the other.
That fool, he done lost his mind. What coach don't care about winning?
Georgetown's a program.
When does tradition trump winning?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Sorry. I'm like, yo, all I'm bringing up this point, I get it. Yeah, they haven't had a lot of coaches. They're like the Pittsburgh Steelers. But anyhow, they've never lost like this. It's starting to wear on it because they're talking about names coming to Georgetown. It's in a rumor mill. They're talking about like 3 top coaches might be coming to Georgetown.
And there's always been a stain on Patrick Ewing, which is why he never got an NBA coaching gig. All the time he was an assistant. You know, they've always talked about it then, like, hey, man, no, he ain't got what it takes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then his Georgetown job came about, he took it, and they were like, okay, I think this was kind of his way to prove himself. and he's proven all the doubters right.
Yes.
All the naysayers is looking
Yes.
like this fool can't coach.
And then what we're not really paying attention to, we got to be careful. This is, okay, like you was talking about my man on Slam Dunk Contest, kind of what you say is maybe the elephant in the room. Like this might be the first time in how long that Georgetown might get a Euro-American coach and then change that and turn it into like a Duke.
24 losses in a row on the road.
There might be some gentrification in Georgetown basketball going on right now.
He's got a lot of losing records, man. I was just watching them, dude, last week. 24 road losses, 26 in-league game losses.
It's terrible. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's bad.
He's got a lot of offers that he just broke just last week.
Yeah.
Just last week. And that don't sit well for, any, cats
You're in
out there.
DC. Georgetown's a major school. Hello, people. Don't trip off the basketball. So
and
it might
keep
be
it real. Ain't no entertainment in Georgetown. Let's just keep it real. There's nothing. There's nothing. Georgetown don't even have a football team, do they?
I
don't think they do.
I don't think so.
I think they got rid of that, years ago.
Yeah.
No football team.
That's
all they got. That's all they got. Hoops. Come on, man.
It's all about
hoops and the Wizards.
Yeah.
Come on, you got two losing squads.
And who knows?
Right?
They might have a good soccer squad. They might have a good rowing team. Rugby.
They got
stuff like that.
They got a good lacrosse team. I'm sure.
Lacrosse. You know what I mean? So it's like we got to be careful because they talking about my man Holland. Is it Holland? I forgot to do.
Lionel Hollins?
No, not Lionel Hollins. He was at Notre Dame, the Notre Dame coach.
Oh, yeah, black hair
yes,
dude. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And Rick Pitino's name floating up there with that in St. John's. Rick Pitino.
They gonna let Rick Pitino back in the Big East.
Hey. I say my Buckeyes go get him. If I was Ohio State, I'll go get Rick Pitino right now.
Man, ain't nobody going to Ohio State to hoop no more. Y'all may get Bronny James.
Wait a minute.
I think he's going to Oregon personally.
Stop it. We have an arena is like over 20,000.
I asked nothing about the aesthetics of what y'all got to. I say y'all ain't got no hoopers going over there now.
That's why we need a coach to get them.
Coach ain't gonna bring nobody over there.
You don't think if Rick? Okay, so you say no coach can bring no players to Ohio State? Stop it.
Not to Columbus.
Stop it. That's Gene's. That's our athletic director's fault. It's like you got the football. You got to get the basketball.
No.
You got to hire the right cats.
No.
Hey, we're better. Hey, why ain't the buzz up in Northwestern? What's up, man? Collins got them balling right now. We mean, they're in the top 25.
They are?
Yeah.
Did they just creep up there?
Man, they on like some winning streak, like 5 or 7 game winning streak.
Okay, I missed that one.
Yeah.
I don't follow Northwestern.
They just knocked off. Oh man, hey man, I've always kind of looked at.
I just know that old lady got at least be about 112.
That's Loyola Chicago.
Nah.
Yeah, Northwestern. It's like those facilities are ill.
130.
Those facilities are ill. Northwestern's supposed to be the Duke of the Midwest.
Yeah.
You telling me with those facilities you got Northwestern, you have to, and it's in Chicago. All those ballers in Chicago, man. Are you kidding me?
Hey, Northwest's a tough school to go to, bro. You just ain't getting in there. You have to follow their regiment admissions. You ain't getting in there. They ain't gonna do that sliding scale. Hey, you got 3.5, but you scored
is that wrong or right, though? Is that wrong or right? Come on.
It just ain't gonna work. You're there to be a student athlete, not an athletic student. It don't work that way.
NIL money now. You're in Chicago. So if they're not doing it, then why hasn't DePaul? Come on, can we bring DePaul back? Are you kidding me? Can we get DePaul back?
Yeah. Small school, bro. Small school.
And then it's like, okay. You got those nice schools in Illinois, right? Why don't they just do like a state classic? You know how much money that would draw in? You see Illinois, Northwestern Illinois play also, but Illinois, DePaul, Chicago State, that's good basketball there. I'm probably missing a couple other schools.
Not at Chicago State.
Not in Chicago State, Loyola.
The
one with the older Loyola Chicago. Yeah,
Yeah.
them. Because
you got Champaign, Illinois. You got Illinois to go to.
That's what I'm saying. Illinois. How's Illinois State? How's Illinois State? What are they about?
They're not known for no hoop school. You know what I mean? It's again small little. A lot of black folks go to Illinois State. But
so they said what they say. What is the Is it Chicago State? It's not an HBCU, but it's a PBI.
Southern. You got
PBI
Southern.
It's primarily black school.
Yeah, Southern.
Oh,
That's
Southern
Illinois. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Southern Illinois. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. It's like you would think some of these tournaments and things, especially now, would be more creative. You would think so.
Man, cats ain't trying to play in the cold like that, man. Some cats want to go elsewhere and hoop. Be honest with you, like I said, do this. If you got a name that says, Pipeline or something, and all of a sudden, like Texas may want you to come over there because your last name Pipeline. You know what I mean? They put you in the commercial. You know what I mean? It's crazy stuff like that happening.
Oh, no question. But it's I don't know. You still a lot of areas and angles to play with it, though.
Right.
So certain areas. Because you have to. If these cats get NIL money, you have to be somewhere creative to keep your program going.
That's right.
You're going head up now because I understand some programs they don't want the competition or some of the shine taken away from them just in case if they start losing. Because it's like there's no way, for instance, in college basketball, there's no way that Ohio State and Cincinnati should be playing sometimes against each other. Those
true.
Are,
That's true.
Have a little tournament. Bring
That's
Ohio
true.
U. Bring
Miami of Ohio.
Just do like a state. Do like a state tournament. So then, that draws up. That's money that's being spent in your state.
Man, that's rivalry too, right? It's like, why won't they put that on the schedule?
Yeah, especially now with the NIL money, you got to go out. You can't hide no more.
But that regional money, you think it would bring out more fans? You know what I mean? More so than anything, But like I said, depending on the program and the school, the student body coming in, you'll always have people come, to the games. But I think that's a great idea. Make some regional, tournaments that's outside of the tournament. Type of thing.
Yeah,
good way to generate money.
Yeah, because no one wants. I get it. You trying to get you let your players in shape. Playing these little whack ass schools. My apologies on that. These smaller schools where it's blowouts. It's
swag, you ain't swag.
It's like it makes you travel all these distances and cats be getting killed. It's like the competition's like. Not even close. I get it. You talking
about like the first 2 weeks of the basketball,
like the
college
preseason,
basketball,
like the preseason, whatever. It's like set that up. Because I kind of like the fact that ESPN has those different conference challenges. Do something like that within the states. You would think so. Who won't see like St. John's and Syracuse ball out again? You know what I mean?
But we still see those games though. You know what I mean? That's still like Big East, type. Type of ball.
Yeah, but you don't see that like St. John. Yeah, they don't play Syracuse. Syracuse in the ACC. So
they still play each other.
Oh, they still do?
Yes, they do.
Okay. That's
yes,
good,
they do.
Good.
They still play each other.
That's good, man. Hopefully
they're always on the schedule. They still got those rivalry teams. You know what I mean? That always play. And I think I was just watching somebody like about last month. I was like, man, just watching these cats, it is not the same no more, man. Cats ain't fouling hard, you know what I mean? The crowd ain't all getting people all, flustered, on the free throw line.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. It's just not the same, man. It's lost its luster.
It has. It's but I think that's kind of like a generational thing, right? Each generation seems like it's all different. Unfortunately, it's
different
Unfortunately,
leagues.
I guess that's how
transfer protocol. You know, big cats could just leave at the drop of a hat. Ain't got to worry about sitting out, which again I don't have a problem with. But again, it NIL money. Cats be like, I can make more money over here than I can do over here, so I'm out.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be a tool to kind of keep those cats from not going pro, but it ain't really about going pro. Now it's just really more about these cats just paper chasing.
Yeah,
paper chasing.
I mean, it's hard to take to each level, no question. I mean,
yeah, like you said,
the filter's hard. The filter gets slimmer and slimmer, like shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's no competitive edge at all, man. It just, like you said, talking about the All-Star game, it's like who really wants to win at anything?
Yeah. It's like
they shouldn't have court shots to win a game.
Yeah, like everything's nice. It's like the whole idea is being competitive, though.
What is that?
I don't know. Well, it's like we're out here to compete.
I think they're confused on literally. I mean, what a fan really is. You know what I mean? They almost look at it. Hey, look, like a restaurant. You know what I mean? This is what we serve, and this is what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And if it's messed up, so what?
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Take it or leave it. This is it.
It's crazy. You got paying customers, and this is the type of product that you put out. Load management, bogus all-star games, cats not wanting to participate in one of the fan favorite things mid-season, like the slam dunk contest, and then the people that they choose for the three-point contest. It's like they didn't make that competitive. You put Julius Randle
shooting threes in the contest. Like, whoa.
He like, dude, they called me. I ain't need practice. You know what, man? I read that and I was on the floor, man. I was like, you know what? Whoever's in charge, Adam Silver is making a mockery.
Yes.
Making a mockery.
Yes. You need to look forward to watching the All-Star game.
Dude, it's so foul, man. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. Cats don't need it's most cats that's not even on a winning team. Most of them don't even know how to show the effort.
Nope.
To want to win. Now, I'm not talking about anybody's team in particular, but
exactly.
But still, it's frustrating. It's hard to be a fan at NBA. It's really hard.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of started with me when Cass wasn't available, talking about time management. Like, time management? Run that past me how much they make per game. We don't give a damn about no time management.
And I mean, it's not really about the loot. You know what I mean? Really, that's me. That's
really, when it hit me.
It's really more about the love for the game. You know what I'm saying? I went out there, man, sprained ankles. You know what I mean? Sprained knees, contusions, frozen shoulder, cortisone shot. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
All of the above, man, for the love of it. And that part of it, you don't necessarily, see. And I mean, look, man, again, I think our mentality is a little different than everybody else. I think we probably got the blue collar, work ethic, because of, our generation, but like I said, for these casters, it's really more about the fan, and, LeBron and now Anthony Edwards said, hey, you know what I mean? This load management, people kind of watch me play. I'm going to play. Mm-hmm. But at some point, does your play, you know what I mean, equal a win?
Or you going for the stats? Hey, it's like, I forgot I seen this one sports talk show. And the sports commentator was like, she kind of made reference like, okay, think about it. Houston Rockets. She goes, who's the ballers and who out there just hooping? Like, who the ballers, but who the real hoopers? And they couldn't name any. Like, it's just like all for the stats. I want to get my stats and I'm cool.
Wow.
Yeah, she's like, you couldn't even name a couple players. Like, she's like, on their roster,
Wow.
Who's hoopers? Who's ballers? I'm like, got a point a little bit. I'm like, that was.
It's only probably about 2 or 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you say, look, man, these fools gonna hoop. I don't care what the scenario is. They hooping.
Mm-hmm.
And one person I know come to mind. I know that fool of hoop is KD. He come to hoop.
Yeah. Just gotta get him healthy. He's in the injury bugs and hitting him here and there.
Man, you already know how they go. That cat been in the league 14 years now. So
it's the big man syndrome starting to set in. Little
7 feet.
Yeah, exactly. It's just those
7 feet. You messed
injuries.
that base. You messed that base up. You know.
It's gonna be interesting though, man. How you look as far as on some of the moves that some of the NBA teams done. I mean, as far as obviously when trade deadline goes, a lot of movement, a lot of action, and now we're starting to see some of these teams play as far as the rosters getting together. So was there any trades or how can I say, what teams you think made improvements? You think?
Man, I mean, shucks, I know I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think the Lakers made a huge improvement of like their squad. With the pieces that they add with Malik Beasley and Vanderbilt. They got some guys that the cats that play hard. You know what I mean? Hard-nosed type dudes.
So LeBron got another team.
I don't think it's a winning team, but it's better than what they had. Better than what they had. Yeah, better than what they had. And like I said, 23 games left. It's kind of hard to gel. You know what I mean? So I think there's just too much movement at one particular time for them to have any success. But like I said, Phoenix was picking up KD and dude from Orlando. Mm-hmm. Huge. Yeah, huge. Knicks scooping up Josh Hart. Mr. Inconsistent. One day 25, next day 7.
Damn, so that's 7. A little bump, huh? A little bump.
What? No, that ain't really no little joke. You know what I mean? That's just facts on Josh Hart, man. That's just the way that cat hoop, dude. You know what I mean? 1 minute 22. Like I said, next game 8. Just check the stats. You know what I mean? He ain't just say, look, I'm gonna give you 12 every night. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got that in him. You know what I mean? Bulls picking up Pat Bev. Do we need some toughness? Yeah.
Are you a Pat Bev fan? Are you Pat Bev fan?
No, after that busted and push CP3, you know what I mean? I was like, oh man, this cat wild, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
he's back home though, isn't he? Is that a good thing?
He don't help. I mean, I don't really see the help. Cat talk a lot of head though, you know what I'm saying? Talk about you want to knock the Lakers out of the playoffs. Like, they're the East Coast. We ain't playing them 5 times in the 20 games. You know what I mean? Why are you concerned with the Lakers? That seems kind of scorn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Where the hoop at? You know what I mean? Like, you weren't producing over there, bro.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean? And so if you ain't producing over there, what you supposed to give us? You know what I'm saying? Maybe having, I mean, my thing is the only thing I think, what he may do, and I think it's somewhat anecdotal, is, you know what I mean? He may scream at somebody because he don't care.
Well,
And I mean, how would that rub somebody? I don't know. Like, man, get over here. But I know he's gonna get a flagrant foul, a technical foul that ain't gonna help us at some point too. You know what I mean? The proof is erratic.
He's erratic sometimes.
Man, like you said, dude, that fool like see nice cousin.
So did you like? Oh damn! Did you like? Did you like the Mavericks adding Kyrie over there?
Nah, Mavericks is dumb. Mavs is dumb. I think it might be. I'm not really a person that watches Luka. You know what I mean? Yeah, he throws up the stats, but he not like somebody I'm like, ooh and ah, I want to watch play, right? You know what I mean? I want to go watch him play. I don't get that out of him. But seeing Kyrie, with him,
wait a minute.
I don't really watch the Dallas Mavericks. I ain't saying nothing bad about Luka. I ain't saying nothing bad.
Nice.
I ain't saying nothing bad about Luka.
You just did.
I said he putting up the stats,
and
I said I'm just he just don't give me the ooh and ah.
That's
and I want to go watch him play. I'm just keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real.
VGQ. You can have your yes. That's how you feel.
I mean, Tyrese Halliburton. I think he putting up the numbers, but I ain't like, ooh, I want to go watch him play. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Who's he with? The Kings or is it with
the Pacers? Indiana Pacers.
Pacers, yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, old boy Fox and Kingsland, that fool hooping. I'll go watch him play.
Fox is nice.
I'll go watch him play.
Hey, man,
you know
Sabonis is nice too, man. I don't care what people say. He's nice to me.
Like
for a big man, he's nice.
But he ain't like athletic either. He just be moving cats out the way. He stay on the ground. You know what I mean? And be giving it to him and hit him with that little left hand, you know what I'm saying?
Like
hook shot, you know what I mean? Pump fake, up and under.
I like his move. Hey, man, quiet as kept. I kind of like what the clip show's done. Kind of like what the clip show. Clippers. Who they got? They got Plumlee. You know what I'm saying? They got Plumlee.
Plumlee's a good glue pick for them.
They got the Bruiser's still over there, the one of the Twins. Hey, Westbrook's going to do all right. Westbrook's going to do all right. He's going to get his numbers.
Look, man, Westbrook's going to always get his numbers.
He'll get his numbers.
There's no doubt about, you know what I mean, his capability. Again, going out and give you 14 points, 15, that's kind of where he's at right now.
As he should be. He got players with him.
You know what you're going to get. But one thing you're going to get with him too is having him and Paul George out there turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? The last 5 or 6 minutes of the game.
Yes.
Not going to be healthy for everybody's appetite.
It was when they say they had like 20-something turnovers, I was like, ooh, that's an NBA game. Ooh. It's not
Dude,
nice.
PG will bounce the ball off his foot, you know what I mean, in the last 2 minutes, at least 1 out of every 6 games. It's going to happen.
Well, that kind of takes them chances out. But it doesn't help because you got Westbrook over there. I understand.
Kawhi barely passing, PG barely passing, and Westbrook, you know what I mean, his pass and his turnover to assist ratio is off the charts with the turnovers. You know
they got man and Bones over there.
Bones is still trying to get acclimated though, bro. You know what I mean?
But he's young and that's good. He's young and good, can learn.
20-something games left. Again,
yeah.
Are we talking about this year or are we talking about for the future?
We only can talk about this year because we know that there's going to be a whole lot of changes going on. Because I don't, do you really think Kyrie's going to stay over there in Dallas?
No, that's why the Dallas is dumb.
Well,
but I mean, at this
quick
point,
money off of him. Jersey sales, merchandise sales.
But I mean, at this point, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, man, they are who they are. They like, hey, if we make it to the playoffs, maybe we get lucky, somebody get hurt on some other team type of thing. We take advantage of like the injury bug or something like that. But the other side of it is, this is a huge gamble by Mark Cuban, and it was a gamble like, hey, man, we get to give up Finney Smith, which, with him, you don't know what you're going to get with Finney Smith, you know what I mean? And then, you give up, the other dude with the goatee.
Dinwiddie.
I don't know why I can't. Dinwiddie, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, at some point we was going to have to part ways with those dudes anyway. And then go into the draft and maybe the free agency next year and figure it out. But, Kyrie and Luka, that ain't working.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a cool show, I think, while it lasts. That's all. Because, I mean, I like Luka's game, but it's going to be hard for anybody. I shouldn't say anybody, but it'd be hard more so with him making adjustments because he's always had the ball in his hands.
You got to push the pace with him and Kyrie because otherwise, Luka going to dribble the ball 15 seconds out of 24-second shot clock, going up off them screens up top, with the ball in his hand, And then Kyrie going to either make last-second shots or when Kyrie get the ball, he's going to do the exact same thing. 14-second dribble, to get past somebody, to break down the defense, And who they got over there to shoot the ball, when all that stuff goes, goes awry when they can't get past the second line of defense. Mm-hmm. Nobody. Christian Wood, Theo Pinson. That one kid from Australia, I'm saying? Josh Green or something like that. So that's why I'm like, I think that was a big gamble by Cuban on that one. But I mean, I understand the move.
Yeah.
That money comes off the books.
With KD going down there.
Like I said, man, that's a great move. That's a great move. I already bought me some tickets already. I ain't gonna even lie, dude. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go watch LeBron and KD get it in March 22nd.
Wait a minute. LeBron.
March 22nd. March 22nd. You know what I'm saying? You cats never play each other. You know what I'm saying? And I always saying that one of them hurt whenever they come up and play each other.
I wouldn't be surprised if this one is. I don't want to jinx you on your tickets. I don't want. AD. Throw AD in there. Somebody's hurt. Somebody throw AD in there. I don't know.
As soon as that trade happened, I went right on StubHub and scooped up them tickets. You know what I mean? I bought like 2 tickets in the 200, you know what I mean? For like $170 a piece. Uh-huh. You know, they now $300 and something dollars. So big up,
really going
KD.
Still? Are you still going?
Gosh, man, like you said, one of them cats don't play. That thing is sold.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? Sold.
Yes.
I even bought tickets to go see Phoenix and the Kings, man, in Arizona. I was going to shoot out there, man, March 11th. You want to roll?
I doubt that.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
I doubt
March
that.
11th. You know what I mean? Just to go to the game, see KD and, you know what I mean, the Aaron Fox. Go at it.
Oh, that would be that'd be a nice look, no question. Oh, C's back. Oh, he's back. There he is.
You know, for all the people out there, just to let you know.
He's picking up where he left off. He's picking up where he's left.
Don't mess around with some of these terrible people in the world. That's all. So when you get a call from your C's, you got to take it. So it's just one of those. I had to take it. You know what I mean? So
no doubt.
That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Taking care of business.
Had a call in 2 weeks.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Had a call in 2 weeks. So I had to take that call.
No doubt. We was just talking about the NBA trades. We just talking about the NBA trades right now.
Good trade.
That just went down. We just talking about the teams. You know what I mean? I said
which team
we talked about the Clippers. We talked about the Clippers.
Hold on, can you ask what team was DP with though? I need to make sure.
I think he's leaning towards Phoenix. I think he likes his squad to Phoenix.
That's what I wanted to know.
It sounds like it. I think Phoenix, you know, his whole pattern.
Check what he got in his hand, Bob. Check what he got in his hand, man. Who you advertising in your hand right now?
Some grape juice.
Is that Squirt? Is that Squirt? You drinking Squirt soda?
Squirt.
Yeah, man, you can't trust nothing that man saying right now, man. Who knows what he got in that can, man?
I just want to know who he with. That's what I mean. That's all.
I think it's Phoenix. I think it's Phoenix.
Brooklyn? Is he still with Brooklyn?
Nah, he ain't no Brooklyn.
Wow.
He ain't even.
Why?
We only talked about Brooklyn for a little bit. But we stayed on Phoenix. I think he likes Phoenix. I think he jumped on the Rams.
Why now?
Phoenix, look, man.
Why?
Hey, Dave.
Look,
see, he
man.
already
Do I have to spell this out to this man? You know what I mean?
He already picked up tickets.
C Nice is a Laker fan. You know what I mean? And he don't like to tell nobody his fool's a Laker fan.
Man, you go back on all the
and not only is he not a Laker fan, you know what I mean? He's also a past Cleveland Cavalier fan. You know what I mean? And Miami Heat too. He's gone through every last one of these squads. You know what I mean? And I wonder why. You know what I mean? And you would think that he's a Brooklyn fan, being that
is true. That is true.
Being that he is on retainer for Ben Simmons.
They just the net. Ain't no original team.
If he not the Ben Crump,
he asked for the Ben Simmons retainer.
Come on, man. Stop it, dude.
Oh, man.
Get up on it.
He hasn't brought up Ben all season, though, Dave.
Zero.
Ben hurt. Ben hurt.
Now he say that fool. Yeah, the only thing hurt about him, you know what I mean, is what's in his cabeza. Ain't got nothing to do with anything below his neck.
Ben had back surgery last year when he didn't play. Ben is hurt.
Well, you know why he's out? You know why he's been out the last 2 games, C Nice?
I don't know, because I don't follow the net.
He said knee soreness.
You see how he know what the Nets got going on? I don't know. I don't watch them. You know what I mean? So I have no idea what's going
Bob,
on.
Bob, let's go back to probably episode 200. 200. When we told C-Nice, say, hey, look, Doc Rivers and came in here and say, hey, look, man, we need you to shoot the ball. That's all. That's all we need you to do. And what was C-Nice's response? Oh, let me tell him. Let me refresh everybody in the audience what C-Nice's response was. Yes. He doing everything he's supposed to do out there on the court. Yeah. He playing deep. He playing defense. You know what I mean? He pushing the ball up. You know what I mean? He's playing great. He's doing everything he's asked of him.
But he hurt now.
Nice. But just imagine if he shot the ball. Wouldn't it be more, you know what I mean, better for the team to win if he was more productive? No, they don't need to do all that. You know what I mean? They ain't no bend. So what George Niang just said yesterday on the podcast.
Now you quoting George Niang right now? That's what we going.
George Niang was on the team last year.
That's what we doing now.
They asked George Niang. He said, "What's the difference?" He said, "What's the difference? Y'all got 6 games up this year than what y'all were last year." That fool said, "Well, Ben Simmons ain't here." He said, look, upper management like, man, look, GM like, look, I understand what GM's got to do. You know what I mean? They paying him, man. He got to play. But with these other cats, we know they can at least score the ball. We ain't got to be running around and getting the ball to one person because the other person can't score. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is,
that's funny.
All I'm saying is, y'all know who my team is, but you know a whole lot about the Brooklyn Nets. That's all
I'm an NBA fan. You know, I'm an NBA. You know what? It's
who's the team again? I just want to know. We want on the record.
You're not being progressive. You're not being progressive. You know what I'm saying? You're not being progressive. You know what I mean? Players move around way too much. And they move around too much. American Express is giving people refunds for jersey sales.
They've been doing that for the last 4 years.
Because the players ain't staying put. The only people that stay put is the people in New York because they hold the cats hostage over there.
Damn.
Free Derrick Rose.
Damn.
Yeah. Derrick Rose needs to go to the Suns. That's
free Derrick Rose over there, man.
Or the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Those are my team.
Hey, to let people go.
I ain't even say nothing about this. I ain't say nothing about this.
No, you like Derrick Rose. He could be with y'all. You know what I mean? I don't want him on my team.
He was already in Cleveland.
Hey, he was already. Yes, right. He was over there. I forgot all about that.
Don't worry about it, Bob. I'm an NBA fan.
LeBron ran him up out of there.
Player movements.
LeBron ran him up out of there. Yep, LeBron did.
No, D Wade ran him up out of there.
LeBron ran Russell up out of there. Westbrook, all them people. LeBron runs everybody up out of there. He has a new team every.
D Wade, D Wade Union ran him up out of there.
Yeah, so that's all we was getting on. We was getting on the NBA trade, talk about how they need to, leave the All-Star game alone if they're not going to be competitive, And then McClung, is it McClung, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, ticket sales went up in that the G League team he plays for, but he had
he ain't on Philly?
No, he's still the G League.
That was bogus, bro. That was still bogus, man. That fool, it was the NBA All-Star. NBA All-Star weekend, not the G League. Don't the G League got their own weekend?
Oh, snap.
I think they do.
Dang, Florida State.
Adam Silver, dude, him and his co-mingling, bro, is taken away.
Co-mingling? The co-mingling?
Did Mac McClung do a good job? Yes, he did an outstanding job. But if he's willing to take somebody out the G League, you might as well just go out and get Air France and all these other cats in the dunk contest and don't have no players in there, and we get to vote for them.
You think that's where they're headed? People have made that assumption. People have made that question.
Well.
Maybe this is a transition. Maybe they
might as well.
They have to be up to something because there's too many people on the payroll that has
bad precedence.
That has you put out a bad product. Can't do that.
They ain't had nobody from the G League in the 3-point contest.
But you know who we blame that on? I have to say one thing. Now, he's hard to put up a little bit. He's hard to put up a little bit. He's hard to put up a little bit. My man Stephen A. But you know, like he said, I have to agree with him on that. And like you just said, Dave, who started the nonsense?
LBJ.
Yep, he started the nonsense.
The King Goat.
He was the only star who never went into the slam dunk contest. Kobe Bryant even did the slam dunk contest.
He even lied and said he was going to do it and still didn't do it.
Yeah.
And now you got cats like Ja Morant. No, I ain't going to never do it. You know what I mean? Is it really about the fans? No. These fools don't give two sticks about a fanatic. Because ain't nobody as fanatic as they used to be anymore.
Listen.
You know, they need to throw fans away. They need to give a new name to the people who go watch the games and watch the games on TV. It ain't fans no more.
Let's do some international shit.
We're just spectators.
Keep some international shit or something.
On All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend when we was kids or in our 20s or 30s. It's gone.
Yeah.
The biggest thing on All-Star Weekend, the 3-point contest has surpassed the dunk contest. That is the most exciting thing in All-Star Weekend.
So who ruined the slam dunk contest?
Everybody. Because nobody can make their first dunk. Nobody can make their first dunk. Nobody can make
D-Wade Union messed it up. When he didn't give Aaron Gordon the 50 and gave him the 9 because he wanted it to be over with, because apparently Gabrielle must have had another appointment after the slam dunk contest. He chose the latter. He started it.
At the end of the day,
this banana boat stuff is just is messing up the whole game, bro.
Why you throw the banana boat people in there? Hey, that's D-Wade and LeBron. So anyway, let's just go back to this. The 3-point contest has surpassed the dunk contest. When is the last time that the dunk contest has been better than the 3-point contest?
Definitely won last year.
Keep going back. The 3-point contest is the main event now. It's not the dunk contest anymore. So they need to move the 3-point contest to being last and move the dunk contest before the 3-point contest is one thing. We're saying the same thing because the participants that you need in there are not participating. Well, hold on.
Randall should not have been in the 3-point contest.
Let me finish.
Randall shouldn't have been.
My point. When you look at the dunk contest, the NBA is picking the people now. They're picking the contestants.
That's what we're
it's
saying.
Not like it's before it was like, yo, I'm up in the contest. I'm trying to be in there. Okay, you admit it. Remember when what was it, 86? Where it was like 12 cats. It was 12 cats dunking. Now it's only 4 people. So
Birdman messed that one up.
So if you go into the dunk contest and it's only us 4, you know what I mean? It's us 3, and B, you miss your dunk. DP, you make your second dunk, and I miss my first 2 dunks. Who wins?
Me.
Exactly. So the way they have it schematic is wrong, because yes, it went awry with Nate Robinson because he couldn't make all them dunks, little cat.
But he still made the dunk after 8 tries.
And exactly, because he's a phenomenal athlete, though. But these other cats that's going in there and missing 10 times at 6'10", we like, dude, it's like, dude, you missed 10 times at 6'10". At least Nate is 5'8". So it's different when a 5'8" cat missed 10 times.
Impressive.
Compared to a guy that's 7 foot missing 10 times. So the way that they have it set up with only 4 contestants, the NBA picking the contestants, it's just bad. It's just bad dunk contest. It should be like, you know what? We want the top 8 dunkers in the world. And I'm gonna go out and say this, whether it's them cats that play overseas, whether it's like Matt McClung that plays in the G League, whether it's the cats in the NBA that want to do it, not, oh, you know what? We want to make a name for you, so if you win this, people know your name. That's where they're going wrong. Get the top 6 or top 8 dunkers, and let's make it happen. That's the problem with the dunk contest. That's the problem.
There's the one thing is they're not actually being creative on the incentives. The incentive should not be $100,000. Number one, because money is no object. You know what I mean, to even one of the lesser dudes. I mean, it's huge for Matt McClung, who only made $100,000 a year.
Exactly,
so it's huge for him.
For him, that was big time.
But for anybody else, money is not the incentive. The incentive should be something a little bit more of notoriety, within the NBA's marketing campaign. That should be it. Now, how they're going to actually structure that is a whole nother deal. But that's the only way for a cat to actually will say, you know what, this might be better for me, especially if I'm a free agent going in, that I can bring 30 more thousand people that may come to a game that may not have gone to that particular team. You know what I'm saying? That's the incentive, especially to a low market team. But they can't make it about money, because John Morant, like, man, I'll never do it. Like, ever. And he said that right after D Wade then scored that 9. You know what I mean? When he's like, oh man, I'll never do that, dude. You know what I'm saying? Again, judges messed this up, you know what I mean? Because they got these old, cats who ain't never been in a slam dunk contest before being judges. That's number one.
That's another thing. Let me interject right here. Nobody should be a slam dunk contest judge unless you've been in the contest. That's how I feel about it.
I have nothing against Lisa Leslie.
But still.
Come on, son.
No, I'm just saying, nobody should be in there unless you've been in the contest. So that way, you know what the contest entails. You know.
In the NBA.
Like I said, nobody, I'm not trying to just point her out, but I'm just saying nobody should be in there unless you've been in the contest. Make that a fraternity because people understand what it's like to be in there. Just for instance, Dominique was on the Knuckleheads podcast. Shout out to the Knuckleheads, Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles. They was just talking to Dominique and he was like, hey man, how was it when you did the dunk contest against Spud? He said, hey, man, that's my guy. He said, I ain't never seen that fool do them dunks. He said, I ain't even know. He said, we up in there and it's his hometown. He said, man, the crowd was with him. He said, he doing stuff I ain't never seen him do. He said, but that's my guy. So you got to think about it. There's a strategy to dunk contest. DP, you went to see Vince Carter's dunk contest. Man, do you think realistically, you think Vince went up there and was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do this dunk? No, nope. There's a strategy to the dunk contest. Hey, I'm gonna do this first, I'm gonna do this second, I'm gonna do this third. These guys are not prepared. That's what we've been seeing. Not prepared. That's another problem. Nobody's prepared. Matt McClung, he's been doing this since high school. He's been prepared. He's been doing dunk contests all the time. That's the only
thing. And Aaron Gordon, theirs was choreographed.
Prepared. They've been
all
doing
the way into the overtime or the overtime dunk contest.
But once again, those two guys have been dunking in dunk contests since high school. If you go back in YouTube and you look, them fools been dunking in dunk contests all the way through. So when you put up Sheldon Sharp, or you throw up, on the other cast, you like, dude, they know how a dunk contest really. You got to get the crowd hype. You got to make your dunk. The first thing is making your dunk. If you can't make the dunk, don't try it. That's the first
we did have some flubs like James Flight White that was in it. You know what I mean? That
Whoa,
made
I don't
dunk,
remember that name at all.
Couldn't make the dunk.
Hold up.
Yeah, one job to do.
He did a nice dunk later on, but he missed so many. He missed so many after he, you got to make.
What happened? And you know what happened to him? The Knicks released him the day right after the All-Star break.
As they should have. Something they did right. You fool, you make the dunk. Get your butt up out of here, bro. That's what I mean.
Was that a shot at the Knicks? Was that a shot at the Knicks?
No, when the shot, it was just, look, you know what it was? His job was to do what he'd been doing overseas and he been doing all over the
Bring
sounds like
more
Ben Simmons.
attention to the
He got
Madison
to when the
Square
real
Garden.
lights turned on,
He
and
failed.
he withered away.
He failed.
So it was time to go. Mike Wilson
That
was like this.
That was a sad moment.
So-
I said they
Mike
released
Wilson
that.
was like this.
So what does the NBA need to do then? I mean,
I told you
obviously,
incentivize it.
some has to-
about
some has to
making it about
change.
money.
They need
Some has
6
to
to
change.
8. They need 6 to 8 dunkers, and they need 6 to 8 dunkers that want to do the dunk contest, not people that they picked, not
Okay.
people that the NBA picked.
And they can't do the 6-day because they got that skills contest. And dude,
Nobody watched that skills contest, dude. Who won the skills contest?
I have
Who
no
won?
idea.
Exactly right.
The Utah
Nobody-
Jazz team won. The Utah
Nobody
Jazz team
cares
won.
about that. Nobody will remember. They better off going back to the old school 3-on-3 with the old school player, a new school player, and one of the female players from one of the teams. They're better off going to the 3-on-3. That skills contest, nobody cares.
So should the celebrity game continue? I think that's a good buzz.
Yes, the celebrity
that
game
should
should continue because my man from football from Seattle, he shows you like, hey man, I could dunk too.
Oh, okay,
That
Metcalf,
fool
right?
was OC.
Metcalf.
He played
He
like a
was,
football player.
he was, but that
I
fool
thought
could
somebody
dunk
was
the
gonna
ball.
get hurt. I thought that fool was gonna somebody would get hurt.
But here's the funny thing: somebody
him
would
and
get hurt,
Megatron.
but he was making his dunks.
Hey, fast breaks, yeah.
No, but he was making his dunks.
He got
We got
athletic,
NBA
bro.
players. We got NBA players that can't make the dunk, but they got picked. Whoever's picking shouldn't be picking.
So what they should do about the game, the actual game? Should they
Cut that
put
shit
another
off.
game, take the players out of it, and have another game?
No,
Just make
turn that
it
shit off.
about dunks and 3 points and some other skill oriented thing.
You know what? With that game, it's nobody wants to play hard anymore. Like if you remember the old school games, there was kind of like a rivalry between East and West. Even though it was a high scoring game, some cats would be like, "Hey man, we're gonna go out there and bust their ass. Like we're gonna push the tempo where guys gonna have to give us the dunk because we running so hard, or we're gonna shoot the 3. Like right now, there's no kind of.
I think I got it, Bob.
What's up?
There's no kind of like real game semblance until the fourth quarter. Everything is whatever. The fourth quarter is like the only time that it seems like a real game. That's the problem.
I don't think the All-Star game should be mid-season. All-Star game should be after the season is over with. Maybe a month after the season is over with.
That would help because cats will play.
You know, and then that way, again, it pushes the envelope on their marketing strategy going into next season. We're going to give you this much face time.
But then would you have to worry about the stars who were in the finals declining that offer?
It's only 2 people. It's only 2 teams.
Yeah,
So regardless of which, I'm just saying, regardless of which, it's going to be injuries, whether it be mid-season or late in the season. You know, that's what I said, a month after. You know what I mean? Because, hey, everybody a month after, you get to chill, you celebrate, do your thing. And the All-Star games, like, hey, look, you may not necessarily play, you know what I mean, you know, for this and that, but maybe you'll play for, you know, some more followers.
Got you.
You know, type of thing. You know, make it in a neutral site like they normally do somewhere. Mm-hmm. And you get a lot more buzz. You know, because ain't nothing going on during the summertime, baseball, you know, and this way you get to interrupt, you know, some baseball and get some NBA money coming in. Mm-hmm. But I think it's really more about, you know, like I said, I think the focus on the charities is huge, you know, for whatever city that they putting it in. But then the other part of it still got to be about the player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there has to be some competitiveness to it. I mean, like you said, are they paying attention to the fans? Are you guys even listening to the fans? There's a lot of moaning going on. Like that shit was trash. I don't even like using that word. I don't know.
Yeah, keep it real though. Just imagine in a slam dunk contest, you're like, hey man, if you win, we'll give you a no trade clause. You know what I mean, in your contract.
Hey, got throw some incentives out, like you
That's
said.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
Cats will be out there like, hey man, I'm trying to win.
I get the veto any trade. You know what I mean? Like,
Bentley,
you trying to send me over there? No.
Or have Bentley, you know, Talk about you with slam contest. You get this Bentley right here. Would that be an incentive?
Yeah,
They go buy one. They go buy one themselves.
But I'm just saying,
Minimum contract is like $3 million, Bob.
it's something that has to be. Oh, you get just like how for instance,
that money can't buy. That money can't buy.
When the Mavericks won the NBA championship,
Mm-hmm.
Mark Cuban bought them fools a house in Manhattan Beach
Mm-hmm.
on the sand. So them cats were chilling.
That many houses in Manhattan Beach?
He bought them a house.
Each player or just a team house?
A team house where them cats can use it.
I'm about to say the Manhattan Beach small. You can't be just buying up a whole block.
No, but I'm just saying like something where it's like, hey man, you win this is yours for the year or something. Like there has to be some kind of incentive where people want to get in it. The best dunkers.
So you say he did a timeshare? He did a timeshare for the players.
Airbnb.
Pretty much, right? Pretty much.
MC.
Like top-notch timeshare going on right there.
For the summer.
Can you get out of that one?
You got it this week. I got it next week.
Hey, Kyrie, when can I get to Loft on the beach?
No, bro. I got it July 4th. Got it
Take all the
Day,
sage.
bro.
We don't want to smell the burned sage when we come up in the building. Yeah.
I mean, so there's got to be something. There's got to be something done. I just think that whoever's in the NBA, they're not looking at it right, though. I think we can all say
Adam Silver is just shooting
something.
spitballs on the wall to see if it sticks, dude.
No, I mean, I just say, let's just say
Bad.
for the number of years that it's been bad, it's like, come on, man. It's like you guys should get it right by now.
Because the players you want in there are not participating.
Okay, so you have to entice it where they will.
I heard something to the effect where they're talking about possibly having like a mid-season tournament.
Yeah,
in place of
that for a while. I don't get it.
Adam Silver in that mid-season tournament thing.
How many games?
Cass don't even want to play the NBA All-Star.
We don't know, huh?
What's the incentive?
I would assume something
more
competitive.
games when Cass ain't playing 82.
No, the mid-season tournament winner. What they was throwing out there that the mid-season tournament winner automatically gets like a 1 or 2 seed in the playoffs. That's what they were saying.
What?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That's why it would be like, if you win this tournament, you pretty much can chill for the rest of the season. But that's why I was like, that's retarded. You know what I mean? To me. But that was to make.
Well, how many games left is it after the All-Star break?
23.
Okay.
Which is retarded because it's supposed to be old school basketball was at least 35 to 41. So now new school basketball is only 23 games so that they could be fresh for the playoffs. They think it's supposed to be a better product.
Well, they might if they went that route then, as far as the halfway mark put in the tournament or whatnot at the 41st game or whatever the case may be, they had to move all that up. So I mean, I'm sure they're trying to shake it up a little bit because that product was horrible. I didn't even pay attention. I was like, I seen a couple minutes. I'm like, I'm done. This is useless. I'm wasting my time.
Nobody, real guys that played basketball or watched basketball. That game is no longer for us. That game is for kids that just want to see their players out there, and that game is no longer. It's no longer a game to look at. That's for little kids. That's what I equate it to.
I mean, but you want to know that's contradictory though to like all of this All-Star stuff. So you see all of those votes, right? It was just crazy numbers on the votes.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see the viewership on the All-Star game was hella less than the voting.
We know.
How is that possible? Is this like some Trump, voting machines they got going on over here that we need to kind of discuss?
I think
because Cass turned it on and turned it right back off once they was like,
I think the fans know, like, I'm gonna vote for my favorite players to keep the spots that's traditional, but I'm not gonna watch the game.
But see, that's where it gets kind of hairy at, because we don't need all of that fictitious voting. You want real people voting, and I'm gonna keep it real. If they don't go to a game and they don't use the kiosk inside of the stadium, them votes don't count, bro. They don't count.
Well, tell Russia
because
tell Russia stop voting on this stuff.
Man, like you said, dude, I mean, that is it can get pretty hairy because, like you said, we know what China used to do. That fool used to have votes. It was the highest vote getter he used to get back then because he had a whole country voting for him.
Then your man messed it up.
Who?
The GM in Philly.
What did he do?
Remember when he did all that?
Who?
What was it? Anti-China talk he did? Remember?
Morally. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you did that in Houston. I was like, you said Philly.
But I mean, that messed it up. I bet you the relationship still ain't the same.
No, I know, but I mean, for as many people that vote, you don't get the same amount of viewership. You know, I mean, that scale is a little off to me, man. Mm-hmm. And if nobody's talking about it, it's skewed. That whole system is skewed. Real fans, they go to the game, they pick their favorite players, you know what I mean? And even the favorite players of somebody that might be a Knicks fan, they still gonna pick somebody from the Bulls. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
You know, people want to see good competition.
You got that right. And you know what? We're going to use that segue of seeing things, especially competition. Yes, in this part of Knock It Off, we're going to tell you about some gentleman broke the record. California man breaks the record for making 2,995 consecutive visits to Disneyland. Oh, he has to stop. He has to stop.
He did what?
A lot of money. Did he win a lot?
California man made the Guinness World Records book for the most consecutive visits to Disneyland. The brother's name, the name is Jeff Reitz. This, and I said, you know what I'm saying? This man, 2,995 consecutive visits. Are you really? I mean,
yeah, you need to check. You need to check
wrong,
the Winter
right?
Wonder.
I mean,
no, ain't nothing wrong. We need to check out and see what's right. The Winter Wonderland must got some coca up in there somewhere. That fool like 295 times to just see the Disneyland parade and the fireworks. That's a fact. Check the rails over there. Hey, you hear me? Check all the rails over there. That's crazy though. At some point, it's got to be like, ooh, I've seen this before. It's like it's brand new. A whole bunch of times. It's brand new every time.
That's something wrong in the brain. That's something wrong in the brain.
You wonder how people fall into a cult. You know what I mean? For whatever reason.
Yes.
The influence is there's some sort of addictive, thing that's happening within his mind, or obsessive compulsive disorder where he has to go there.
At some point, Disney could have been like, "Yo, man, you good."
Yeah, exactly. Like,
no. Disney ain't turning down that annual pass. That annual pass is up there like $1,100 now, bro, with no blackouts. You spending some cheese. 2,995 days. It's 365 days in a year.
2,995 times he's visited.
So that is somewhere near 9 years straight.
Let's see.
That's somewhere near 9 years straight, 8 years straight, dude. You do the math.
Yeah. Yep, 8 years. 8 years.
Yeah, mathematician. You ain't think I'd work that fast, right? You know what I'm saying? That's nuts.
That's insane, man. I mean, this guy can't be married. There's no way. No
Hell
kid.
No.
He probably don't have no kids either.
Nope.
But he
probably doesn't have no kids.
He should. He be giving a kid the world. You know what I mean? To go to Disneyland as many times as they can with that dude.
Because he got to pay for the kid.
Now, does he work there? Is there like a little slip knot we missing?
Well, you know what? They said Disneyland presented him a gift basket along with a certificate of honorary citizenship.
That's all he got was a gift basket. How about a year
gift baskets, Chief? A
How
gift
about a year
basket.
free? How about a year free at least? Can I get a year back?
That tells you all about. That tells you all about the greed of that corporation.
That is
that if you you have to look at that culture after that, right?
What do you
they need to get investigated. They need to get investigated.
What do you give someone, man, that constantly keeps coming back?
A gift? What? A gift basket? They need a gift basket. A gift basket.
Let me get in.
Hold on. A gift basket. FBI need to be on this. Like, wait a minute, this gentleman.
So y'all got somebody that come to see y'all every day for 9 years.
No,
somebody that come there 9 years. You know what I mean? They come to see you for 9 years. What you get them?
Something you can come for free next year.
You can get it. I can think of some other things besides a gift
they
basket.
pay you to come see you. I'm just saying they come to see you every year. What do you get them?
Give me some lottery tickets. Give me something more than that gift basket. I can think of a million things to give me some little funky ass gift basket.
Exactly. So think about it. He's paying his own money to go. So if you gave it to him for free, he'd be like, "Oh man, okay, cool."
I'll cuss their ass out.
I'm coming anyway.
I'll cuss their ass out. That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's obsessive.
Crazy.
But they're gonna give him a gift basket.
A gift basket, Chief, and some certificate.
They didn't even say, you know what? Good. They didn't even
and a certificate.
I want to see the recording of him receiving that gift basket.
They didn't even say, like, you know what? You've been coming here so much for 9 years.
You can be a part of the parade.
We're not gonna send you to Disneyland.
We got your own mascot.
We're gonna say, you know what? We're gonna say Disney World one time.
No, the one in China.
He needs his own mascot.
We'll see you in Tokyo so you can see the other one. You know what I mean?
He needs his own mascot. He needs his own mascot and just be part of Disney.
They're not even gonna send him to one of the other ones.
Man, they didn't give him no stock purchases, nothing. You telling me you could have bought this man some stock? Just stock. Just get him a couple shares. Here you go.
I'm pretty sure he bought some with all that money he spent to go there.
Let's hope so.
Parking alone every day.
Man.
You know what I mean? Now, 9 years ago, it may have like $20, you know what I'm saying? But today, you spending $50 to park.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All that talk, this dude did, I don't know how much, we already calculated the time frame and everything it took him to get that.
Bob, you know some people, man. Maybe you need to introduce them to somebody you know.
I don't need to do something, but if I went that many times, I know I'm going to have to drink on something. You know what I'm saying? Sponsored to you by Black Storm Vodka. If you want a smooth tasting vodka, 6 times distilled, Black Storm Vodka, black owned, black female owned. By the way, Black Storm Vodka, quenching your thirst. Like I said, 6 times distilled, smooth vodka. Black Storm Vodka. Go to blackstormvodka.com. Check it out. Get some bottles. Yes, sir. So, like I said, shout out to Black Storm Vodka. But you know what? Something came up in the news. I thought somebody on the panel would be intrigued by this one. You know what I mean? So let's get into this. It's the news. Yes, in the new, the MLS Players Association becomes the AFL-CIO affiliate member, meaning that they have joined that huge union membership company. Once again, MLS Players Association becomes an AFL-CIO affiliate. Yes, by MLS Players Association being a member, they're joining more than 12.5 million workers that make up the unions of the AFL-CIO. Also, the Players Association of Major League Baseball, NFL, National Women's Soccer League, WNBA, and the United States Women's National Team are all AFL-CIO union members. So the unions are still alive, DP.
You know they ain't going nowhere. Keep paying them dues.
You see? There it is.
Keep on paying them dues.
Paying the dues so they can get better contracts. Negotiations better. They have
just
a
like
back.
The WNBA. It's working really well for them, isn't it?
Well, that's because the women don't support them. That's the reason why the WNBA ain't working. The women ain't supporting them.
Hey, bro.
You know that. You know.
Hey.
The women has to support them. They have to support they have to support the league. The males support NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, and then that's it. Maybe help.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How's it doing for WNBA? It ain't going so well, is it?
What's not going well? What's not going well?
I mean, their negotiations.
Well, the National Women's Soccer team, they got negotiations where they're getting paid the same as the men's national team. There's been some work done, but we all know the NBA definitely supports the WNBA heavily. We know
the
that.
Women's national team packs the house.
Well, regardless, they wasn't getting the same pay as the men's. I'm sure the union
the ticket prices weren't the same either.
Any case, the union, some of those union representatives, you must believe they're getting some things done. So
you're right. A lot of money. We talked about insurance.
Yes,
and
we did.
How we feel heavily about that.
So wait. Are you comparing some of the unions with the insurance?
You go ahead and say it with the chest puffed out.
He's so wrong. He's so wrong. See, yes. See, Dave connecting the points. I see.
Man, you got agents that are attorneys for all of these represented players, and you need a
12.5 million people.
And you need a union to protect them.
Yes, you do.
When you already have
some of them can't perform
an agent, a lawyer on retainer.
There's bad.
You know what I mean?
There's bad
and other representation.
We know how they
yet
get played.
You still need a union to protect them.
They need help making decisions.
And how much does each one of these players make equally? Let's just average around. You know what I mean? We'll say, each one of those players average somewhere close to $300,000 a year. We'll keep it.
That's a lot.
Okay, well, I just said
average
225. We'll say 225.
Whatever.
You know what I mean?
That'll work
for the MLS.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Because you got some big wigs and you got some ones that's not less than
exactly.
So 225.
Exactly. Designated player salaries, yes.
5%. You know what I mean? 225 union dues. Man, that's a lot of money. A lot of money.
But they could maybe not get those deals individually.
I wonder why.
Bad choices. Bad representation. Bad representation. So it must be working because they're using them. It must be working. Something must be working. I mean, you don't sign up for something that doesn't work out for you. If so,
I beg to differ.
I
beg to differ. Companies, man. Companies that say, you know what? Let's go over here to Charles Schwab. They got a good 401k plan benefits to give our employees. Employees like, oh, cool, 401k. You know what I'm saying? We get to
divide and conquer.
We get to save for retirement. 401k, great plan. You know what I mean?
Divide and conquer.
Yeah. So the employee like, oh, we're doing good, bro.
It's hard to take that. It's hard to take down a company and institutions individually. It's hard to do that.
I understand. I'm just saying, but that same 401k, Charles Schwab is giving the company kickbacks for you putting your money into that 401k plan.
Somebody got to make some money, right?
I'm glad you said that.
I mean, if you invest in something,
I'm glad you said that.
Right? I mean,
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
But
there are ethical ways. There's ethics.
There's 42%. 42% tax. You know what I'm saying? When you take that money out.
There's ethics in certain decisions, no question.
Yeah, and you can lose it too. They can invest it. You can lose all of it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's risk.
Everything's a risk. Everything's a risk. But that was a major pickup on a union company. So they're all out there union. They're all out there working.
Big up AFL.
Yes, big up
CIO.
Big up AFL CIO.
Great sales pitch. Sales pitch.
Hey, man. Everybody can make money together. You know what I mean? Everybody can make money together. Right. There's a whole lot of money out there. Ain't got to be stingy. Ain't got to be greedy. A whole bunch of money out there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before we get up out of here, you can always support the B-Side Podcast. You can always go to $ Robert Sellers on Cash App, Venmo, Rob-Sellers-4, PayPal. You can just go to BB Sales. Definitely. Hey, we're going to give it to you how we always want to give it to you on the B-Side Podcast. But with your support, hey, we can go on live. We can go on, some point we want to get to locations. But with your help, we're just trying to give you and provide you the best show possible. So support the B-Side Podcast. Yes. Once again, before we get up out of here. Hey, fellas. Yes, let's close the gap here because, I think I'm starting, my baboon bladder starting to kick in. You know what I mean? So with that said, go ahead and close this out. Give us your handle. See where can people contact you if they want to follow you and check out what you're doing.
On Twitter, C Nice on Instagram.
Yes. Everything is C with the nice. DP. Tell them what people talk to you.
At Dave Perk the King. That's on Twitter. Hit your boy up. And before we get out, I'm going to give a shout out to the Madison Square Garden. And I'm going to say shame on you for only allowing Nas to headline after 30 years. 30 years. And this is the only time Nas get a chance to headline at that venue. Shame on you.
Hey, man.
Shame.
Whoa.
Monument, I wish I was there, though. Man, I wish I was there.
Oh.
One night, but I think it's going to happen again. But in that retrospect, that you're going to say shame on Madison Square Garden, it's shame on a lot of people. Nas is only headlining at the Hollywood Bowl once, too. He let that be known when he was like, hey, man, he's like, I always wanted to perform here. He's like, I only got this my first time. You know what I mean? So a lot of people were sleeping. But sleep is the cousin of death.
There it is. Quote by the great. Check us out, the B-Side Podcast Q on IG. Check us out, the B-Side Podcast Q on IG. Check out the site, bsidepodcast.com. You can check us out on Twitter. Matter of fact, we're at the B-Side Podcast too with the number 2. Also, if you want to check me out, you can also go to AR Sales 2 on IG. Check out, we got some gear over there at alecroberts.com. IG, go to alecroberts.com too. Hey, so fellas, thanks for tuning in. Hey, we will get to you guys later. Without saying any ado, hey, good times. Be safe out there. And we'll catch you guys out next week.
3.
Peace.
Number 4 coming out.